Welcome back to my channel, guys. Time for another anime first impression video. Skip completely Sunday because it was Easter. I was not gonna do anything on Easter, but this is gonna be on Haibara's Teenage New Game Plus. This is actually one that I was highly surprised that it was actually cute. Honestly, I thought it was going to be maybe a little bit creepier. I don't know why the premises just seemed creepy to me whenever I saw the first part of the series. But then it's like, okay, then it's just a teenager, I guess, reliving his life. But in reality, it's not. It's kind of hard to explain, I guess. Anyways, I'll explain why I think it's a little creepy, but nonetheless, let's, before anything else, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can follow me on social media by checking the description below. I do have quite a bit of first impression videos now. I have about 5 or 6 already out. So there is more to come. I'm recording about 3 today, and there's about 2 other series that are on my list of watching today. I do have a little bit more freer time today as it is, so hopefully I can record more, but we'll see. Again, this is Haibara's Teenage New Game. You can find it on Crunchyroll. Time of recording, I believe this one only has sub. Yeah, this was only subtitled. It is dubbed in other languages, I believe, but not English. So, it is what it is. Okay, so, my anime list right now has it at a 6.8. Honestly, I think that's a fair rating. 6.8 is a fair rating for, first episode. There was a lot of introductory characters that it was a little hard to keep up in that aspect, but at the same time, I think they didn't want to make a series where for like the first 3-4 episodes, it was just introducing someone new, which honestly, I've kind of grown tired of that type of series where they are trying to introduce a new friend every episode, and it just kind of lags. Because they're trying to get to that like full group friend that they want to build, but they don't want to rush it too much, but at the same time they stretch it out too much. So this one kind of is in the other spectrum of it, where all the characters were just kind of boom, 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 they're there, right? So we follow the life of a guy who is basically reminiscing his high school years and really his entire life. He looks like he's maybe in his late 20s, and he is basically in like in a dumps, I guess, thinking how he could have done better. Now, the premises on my anime list is that it's only been 7 years, so that's, I guess, 3 years of high school, 4 years of college, maybe. So he's maybe just fresh out of college, possibly maybe around 21, 22. To me, he just looks like he's in his late 20s, because he just looks like, oh gosh, in Spanish it means acabado, which means like he looks like he's worn down, I guess. He looks like he's lived a life already, but he's reminiscing how basically he's not made any friends. He went through middle school trying to do something that didn't work out. Went to high school, tried a whole different thing. That didn't work out. He was just in the shadows. There was a girl he liked, and he never, I think he got rejected when he asked her out. And it was just kind of like on the quicks. And yeah, like he regretted essentially his life. So he wishes he can relive it, and that's where he goes back into the past 7 years. Now, he wakes up right before going into high school, actually weeks before going into high school, and he, after realizing that he's given a second chance into life, he decides to basically lose weight. That's one of the things that he noticed that he had troubles in high school, was his weight problem. So he goes and works out for a whole like month and a half, and he loses all the weight. So he becomes like very handsome, I guess, according to the anime, and his childhood friend notices him. They have their own little thing going on throughout the first episode. But essentially, he goes to high school, and first he makes friends with some of the bullies or some of the people that he thought were his bullies. 2 guys and this 1 girl. Who he only remembers basically him saying that he didn't like him for whatever reason. And then he makes friends with 2 girls, one of them who is the girl that he liked all this time, right? So the rest of the episode is essentially him trying to be popular and connect with these characters. Obviously, there's a big portion of the episode is them meeting, but it's also him trying to get out of his awkwardness and trying to be more natural with what he is. At one point, he does ask her to walk home together, and they do, and they have a really good time. And we can see that he's already pushing to hopefully get her to like him. We do see the childhood friend again. Notice him like, this is weird. Like, your high school debut went really well. I'm glad that that's going all well for you. And yeah, that in a nutshell is the first episode. If I was 16-year-old watching this, I would think, yeah, man, this is kind of nice premises, right? Redoing your life, awesome. Going to the past, so on and so forth. Now as an adult, seeing this at a different perspective, it's a little creepy. Because he definitely is like a 21, 22-year-old in a teenager body. But regardless, he is older. He has more knowledge than they know. He knows what certain events are going to happen. You know, some events maybe are canon to his life that will happen regardless what he does. I don't know. It just feels like Predator. Like, she's a little girl again. Like, and I get it. She's in high school, and mentality in Japanese is different. Like, in high school, kids are sometimes almost seen as adults already. In the Hispanic eyes, that is something also very similar with the whole quinceañera, becoming a woman and all that. But I guess in my American eyes, to me, is like, it's still very, very like, he is an adult, 7 years older than you guys, reliving his life, and now he's trying to get it with you guys. And I get it, maybe it's not that far that he wants to go, but that's definitely what was in my mind while watching the series. So 6.8, it's fair. Beyond that, it's a cute series. He is trying his best in redoing his life, and he's basically interacting well. I think people are going to like this one for what it is. And there's going to be people like me that are just going to avoid it just because of the premises. So go check it out. It is 1 episode out, time of recording, on Crunchyroll. And there's another one releasing, I think, like in 2-3 days. So very, very soon. Go check it out. I don't highly recommend it, but I recommend it, I guess, in some way. So see you guys, and don't be strangers.